ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिमिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। We will chant from third sloka. यदा पश्यः पश्यते रुक्मवर्णम् कर्तारमीशं पुरुषं ब्रह्मयोनिम् तदा विद्वान् पुण्यपापे विधूय निरञ्जनः परमं साम्यमुपैति प्राणो येष यः सर्वभूतैर्विभाति विजानन् विद्वान् भवतेनातिवादी आत्मक्रीडात्मरतिः क्रियावान् एष ब्रह्मविदां वरिष्ठः एष ब्रह्मविदां वरिष्ठः। So in this third Mundak, we have heard that the Gyan Swarup, Atma Gyan Swarup, Atma Swarup, Atma Gyan Phalam and Atma Gyan Sadhanani are mentioned. So this is the conclusive Mundak of the Mundak Upanishad. So in the first four mantras, the Atma Gyan and what is the way of living of the Atma Gyani or the phal of Atma Gyan, how is the life that is taken. So in this mantra, Gyan Phalam and glorification of the Jnani is there. This is different from the other Mundak. Other Mundak told about how Jagat was Mithya and Brahm was Satya. This was in the second Mundak. And Jeev is Brahma. This was the second part of the second Mundak. In 2.1, whole world has come from self and world is false, therefore. And the 2.2 was how Jeev is Brahman. So Jagat Mithyatva Nishchay and Brahma Satyatva Nishchay was in 2.1 and Jeev is Brahman is in 2.2. New topic you can say has been introduced in the third Mundak. He is talking about how is the Jnani, one who has the Jnana, how is he? Jnana Phalam is mentioned. How is his life, how is his interaction, etc. How he sees the world. If you see, in the third mantra, it was written that Tada Vidwan Punnipape Vidhoye. And in the second mantra, it was written as Vid Shoka. There is no sorrow in him. So there is no pap punya in him. See, this is the phal. This is the fruit given. There is no phal, there is no pap punya, etc. So same thing is continued in this fourth mantra. From fifth mantra, topic will be changing. That will be sadhan. From fifth mantra, some sadhan is mentioned. But in the fourth mantra, the phal is mentioned. Now what is said? Phal is from the second part of the fourth mantra. In the first quarter, Yesha Prana Sarvabhutair Vibhati. This is again establishing the meaning of the knowledge. Mahavak is there. Yesha Prana. The first section is about the Sarvatma Bhav of that Jnani. And second, third and fourth quarter are the Phal. So more description is there in the Phal in this mantra. Because 75% coverage is on the fruit. Earlier it was half or 25%. So what it said here, so Eshaha Prana. Yesterday, if you remember, Prana means Atma. Why? Because Prana also means Hiranyagarbha. Whose Upadhi is Hiranyagarbha. Whose Upadhi, like I gave the example of rickshaw, sometimes somebody is called by his Upadhi. Like somebody is putting on glasses. Hey, Chashma. Chashmuddin. चश्मुद्दीन चश्मा जो पहने चश्मुद्दीन बजावे बीन घड़ी में देखे 3:30. So in our school days, so if any boy was rare, if any boy was putting on glasses, he was called Chashmuddin. So, because Pran is the Upadhi of the Atma, therefore it is called, and very interesting point is there, Esha word is used. Remember when pronoun is used, it is always after the noun. I'm not telling me what is the noun here. Last mantra. Brahma yonim. Brahmascha sav yonischa. If you remember last mantra, it was Brahma yonim. Kartaramisham. I told that it is upadan karan and so esha, this, अच्छा, और विद्वान, एषः विद्वान, लास्ट मंत्र. So एषः प्राणः, this prana, this prana. So prana is for esha is for prana also, as eshan is for that Brahma yonim also. Both it will go. This prana. So what is yah hi prana, yah hi prana. So yah hi prana, that prana is there. Because यह is there, so with यह एश will be relative and जो है ये, जो ये, that this. So एश यह प्राण, please be careful. सर्वभूतैः विभाति. This is called इत्थम भावे तृतीया. इत्थम भावे तृतीया means what? Here this tritya, those who are Sanskrit students, they can understand. Like if you say chakshusha pashyati, so he sees by the eyes through. So there is in the form of third tritiya vibhakti is also ittham bhavi in the form of. So please see, this Atma shines or appears as in the form of all beings. See what a big jump is made by here. The Jivatma is smashed. How can Jivatma shine in form of all? So Esha means Prakrita. Everything is shining in he is shining in form of everything. बहुत बड़ी बात बोल दिया. This prana, this self is fine shining like gold appears as all ornaments. Like gold is there. So yaha prana, yaha hi prana esha sarvabhutahi. Please be careful, this is a tricky point. Tricky point. Sarvabhutahi means in the form of. In the form of, like the gold shines in form of all ornaments. Where you have to talk about something is upadan karan, there you use in the form of. Like the water is moving in the form of all waves. So your self or the consciousness is in the form of the whole world. Only how is it possible? I am such a small person. 1%, tiny person. The world is so big. I am inside the world, suffering from many people. And how can I be in the form of the whole world? These Vedantis talk something I can understand. They only talk. This is Ved, bhai. ये आपके हाथ में वेद है. दिस इज द मौलिक पुस्तक ऑफ हिंदूज. इट इज नॉट वन बुक. आई टोल्ड प्रमाण उपनिषद गीता केम लेटर ऑन. देयर वाज अ टाइम व्हेन गीता वाज नॉट देयर. Imagine that. There was a time when Tulsi Ramayana was not there. How the world would be. Even Valmiki Ramayana came later on. In Puranas, before Ved Vyas Puranas, were scattered stories. Imagine before Ved Vyas, how the world, only Vedas were there. Imagine the subtlety of the people, and they were much subtler and they understood all these things. And there was no commentary available on the Upanishads, hardly any commentaries were there. No Bhagavad, etc. Scattered stories must be there. The compiled stories were not like that. Mind must be very subtle, I think they must have grasped. Then how is it possible that yaha prana, Anvay, those who are Sanskrit students, always keep in touch with Anvay. Yaha prana And therefore in Vedanta course I had made every mantra Anvay. It must be written in your book. We used to dictate that, okay, this is the Anvay, because it is difficult to make where is what. Vedic Sanskrit is very terse at times. Bhavati, Asti, they don't use such words many times. You have to find out where it is what. हमारा मेन ग्रंथ है ये भाई. सो यह प्राणः एषः सर्वभूतैः विभाति. How is it possible that I am consciousness and I can shine in form of everything? How is it possible? If you remember 2-3 days back, I said that this is a flower. And there are two knowledges in this flower, not one knowledge. We feel that this is a flower is one knowledge. It's not one knowledge. One is the flower knowledge and other is the existence knowledge. And how do we know that something is the cause? Where something, if you can get the non-variable aspect, if you can focus on the non-variable aspect of something, then that non-variable aspect is the cause of the effect. Like if I show you gold, a golden ornament, a bangle is there, earring is there, nose ring is there, girdle is there, and so many ornaments are there. And you are seeing all of them. So you will see that the shape and size of all the ornaments are different. But goldness is the common non-variable factor. So what is the non-variable factor which is inherent in all cause, in all effect? So two things I am telling. One is non-variability and second is inherency. Inherency and non-variability. If this is that is called the cause of all the effect. Like gold in all the ornaments is non-variable and inherent. Like water in all the waves is non-variable and inherent. Like mud in all the pot is non-variable and inherent. Inherent means it is going into all. ठीक है? Very good. So that is called the cause of all the effect. When I see this world, I say, see, this mic is existing. This mic is there. This paperweight is there. Is underlined. This book is there. This table is there. This wall is there. This body is there. This space is there. Anything you perceive in this world, there is always a variable component and a non-variable component. The variable component is the name and form. And the non-variable component is the existence. Please be very, very careful. It is subtle topic. Because we don't know. We don't know. Knowing also we don't know. Although we know, but still we don't know. Pashyan apichana pashyati mudha. But I feel it is a flower. There is existence in this. So this is what a non-existence flower. No. This is existent flower. But I can't say how you are making existence and flower different. I feel existence will always be with the flower. Aja, sure, of course. I'm sure. So you mean to say the existence and flower are same thing? It's totally same. Okay, if I destroy the flower, then existence also should be destroyed. Well, yes, it is destroyed. We say the existence of flower is no more. No, then you see the non-existence of the flower is there. Yes, so non-existence is existing or not? So if the non-existence in the existence itself is there, if the existence is there, how can you see the existence got destroyed with the destruction of the name and form? So even with the destruction of all the name and form, there is something non-destructible. And therefore Bhagavan said in Gita, this shlok I quote very often, Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parmeshwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam ya pashyati sa pashyati. There is a non-destructible aspect is there. if I tear this book, so then it is called torn papers are existing. Existence of torn paper. Then I burnt it. Then you say existence of ashes are there. Then I say, okay, I'll burn that ashes so that all evaporates. So there is evaporation and of the ashes are there. You cannot take out, when you perceive anything in this world, you cannot take out existence aspect into it. And this very beautiful commentary Bhagavan has written, Bhagavan Bhashikar, I will say, is on 16th shloka of Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Na sato vidyate bhava na bhavo vidyate satah ubhayor api drishtontha tvanayos tattva darshibhe. And that shlok, long commentary, not very long, but few pages are there. Dhyan dena pushpa. Don't see the name and form. See the one on which the name and form is not equal to existence. And I had told one day, there are two kinds of adjectives, if you remember. One has a qualifying adjective and one has the substantial adjectives are there. And I gave the example tall tree and golden chain, if you remember. There's a big difference in the adjective. When it is said tall tree, the tallness depends on the tree. But when golden chain is written, gold does not depend on the chain. So this what we say existent body or existent world. Here existence is not depending on the form. If existence was depending on the form, with the destruction of the form, existence will be destroyed totally. But if you say existence is destroyed, that itself non-existence has to exist to make this statement. You cannot make any statement without existence aspect into it. And therefore, everywhere, whether you see sun or moon or stars or space or bird or a tree or a woman or a man or a child or a donkey, whatever you see, you cannot see unless there is a substratum of the existence in it. This pe bas dhyan de do. You know where, therefore, it is said in Kathopanishad, Drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atma na prakashate drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. Sukshmadarshi means that intellect which can negate name and form and then say, intellectually negate, not physically. Physically you don't have to do anything. Intellectually there is no existence of name and form, but behind that is the substratum of the existence. So that is called. Now, that existence and this consciousness, are they two? See, I exist also is my experience. And this exists also, experience is there. If this existence and I existence both are different existences, then problem will be, what problem will be? This existence will become inert, and inert will die away. If it die away, then existence will remain. So there will be contradiction. So if existence is everywhere, it pervades me also, that means the same consciousness is called existence, and same existence is called consciousness. Generally we think consciousness is something which is shining. It's not like that. And therefore it is written, Eshaha Yah Pranaha Eshaha Sarvabhutaihi Vibhati. It is appearing in the form of all the beings. Like the dream existence is appearing in the form of all the dream object. Me alone is appearing in the form of. Is it clear? So this is the one statement. This is statement number one is over. And very pertinent and important point is there. ये बहुत ये क्लियर नहीं करेगा. This is the apurvata of Upanishad. Upanishad is for establishing this only. How the aham is the jagat karan. अच्छा बोले but I don't feel, I feel my confined in the body. That is your problem. You can feel confined in the body because you have not thought over it. You feel confined in dream body during the dream. What can I do? Your experience is not a praman. You can experience anything. You feel I'm so good or I'm so bad. Any experience, or I'm very good looking. Everybody says, or nobody says, but they don't have sense of what is good looking. They don't tell you. Anything you can talk about. There is no praman needed for feeling anything. There is no praman needed. I'm telling you, a lot of people have misconception about their talent. They don't sing properly, but they have a misconception I sing very well. And when you hear, you say, oh my God, when will you stop? The colossal misconceptions are there. खुद पता होना चाहिए कि आई एम नॉट अ गुड सिंगर और आई एम एवरेज, आई एम नॉट दैट ग्रेट सिंगर. At least it will be easier for other to deal with you. पता होना चाहिए कि हम कैसा बोलते हैं, कैसा हमारा अपने बारे में, क्यों गलत फहमी क्यों रखो. So your expectation will be very less if you know very well about you. If you know very well about your negativity and you don't want to be hypocrite, then you will say, honestly, I don't deserve it. So your expectation will be less from others. Well, don't give any attention to me, I don't deserve it. Good you have not called, I'm not a singer, I'm not this, I'm not that. There are better singers. I think you call better singers. Don't call me. I'm not that great singer. I'm not meant for this audience. People say like that. Some are very honest and they say, without mincing any word. Next word. Next sentence. I hope this is clear. देखो, अस्ति को देखो, सत्ता. And this is said in Dakshinamurti, यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकं असत्कल्पार्थकं भासते. इसी को बोला कि एक ही सत्ता ही है. This is our problem, is we have a volification. This is inside and that is outside. अरे तो जो सत्ता वहां गई हो तो आप में भी तो गई है. That satta has gone in you also. So how can your satta and chitta can be two different things? If there are two existences, the problem will be, in between there has to be non-existence. So let it be non-existence. So again the non-existence has to exist. So how can you say there is non-existence is in between, existence has to be there? So this is one point. Second point, vijanan vidwan bhavate nativadi. Vijanan. So this is called Shatru Pratyay. Vijanan means knowing. Knowing. Like Shatru Pratyay, if other action. Vijanan, knowing, he talks. Eating, he talks. Like eating and talking are same at the simultaneously. There are no two different events. There are two time-wise they are not different. Eating, he is talking. While eating, he is talking. While eating, he is talking. That means it is not that after eating is over, then he is talking. While eating, ashnan saha vadate. So when it is said vijanan, so while knowing, vidwan bhavati, he becomes vidwan, he is a knower of self. Vidwan, vijanan, tam vidwan, tam vijanan. Tam means that Atma. Tam vijanan, vidwan. Vidwan means, vidwan earlier had come. Vijanan vidwan. पुण्य पापे विद हुई है, वहां भी विद्वान आया है. Here विद्वान is not a scholar. Who knows the self is called विद्वान. Okay, not anybody can विद्वान. Vidwan. Vid means knowledge, one who is along with the knowledge of the self. Oh, about me is talking. No. So Vijanan Vidwan. And it is written here. So this is not that knowing and realizing is two different things. He knows and he has understood the Atma. Bhavate na ativadi, bhavate will become bhavati. Na ativadi. Ativadi is an interesting word here. Ativadi. Very gross translation what I heard, which is not very right, but I'll tell. He doesn't become insistent. Very gross, but it is not right. Then what is right? Please tell right. So, he doesn't cross the limits of discourse. Bhashyaka writes, listen. What is written here? What is written here? Atitya sarvan anyan vaditum shilam. Ativadi. One who crosses the limit is called ativadi. So what is the meaning of ativadi? That somebody is talking and I also talked. And he is not allowing me to talk. So I said, let me talk first. He continued. So after that I raised my pitch and then I started talking to quieten him. This is called ativadi. I mean, crossing somebody, cutting somebody in between and talking, that is called ativadi. But this is also not exact meaning. Well, then what is exact meaning? Please tell. Exact meaning is there. Some people are like, they don't allow to talk and they cut in between. Sometimes in discourse, talk is going on, in between somebody asks a question. Talk is going on. In between, they will just ask the question, cutting us, the speaker aside. And subject is not completed also. अरे भाई, pressure बहुत ज़्यादा है अंदर. Why ordinary person has lot of pressure, so that pressure expresses in two manners. Work, he wants to work. And second, he wants to talk a lot. He wants to talk a lot. And when a person is young, his body and mind are the window through which he sees the world. Body, mind and his speech. When he is old, there is no window, only body and mind are there. So, he just talks about his body, mind. There is nothing outside. बस अपने मन की बात करेंगे. The problem is when you grow old, what happens that other sense organs they can't work a lot. You can't run, you can't lift the thing, you can't see, you can't hear. But tongue is not damaged. This is one sense organ which doesn't grow old. All other sense organs grow old. Leg is affected, hand is affected, eyes are affected, ears are affected. But जीवा बूढ़ी नहीं होती, वो ऐसे ही जवान होती है. So a person keeps on talking. Old people, if you go and see, they talk a lot because the movement, Rajoguna of all sense organ comes on the tongue. Bug, 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 bug karte rahe. So ordinary person is there. Not all old people, those who are not seekers, I mean. So, ये अजीब है ना टंग का. ओल्ड ही नहीं होती, यानी कि बोलते अब ओल्ड हो गए हम नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होगा. वो फिर भी बोलेगा आदमी. हाँ, even if tooth is not there, still is walk without the tooth also he can speak. बहुत बात कर सकते हैं. You know, if you move any organ, you get tired. Moving tongue, you never tired. कुछ ऐसी टंग में गई टंग. There is something called leg ache, stomach ache, head ache, eye ache. There is nothing called tongue ache. Otherwise, I will have it. So that is called. तो दो ही तो प्रेशर है आदमी के पास. He has to work. Internally, he is not at rest. Therefore, he starts working. He is releasing the pressure. Therefore, he goes out to work because his desires are there. And while working, he'll start talking. क्या करे, कुछ ना कुछ बात करना है. Desire, how I am good, how you are bad, how he is bad, how I am good. ये सब तो बात करेगा. क्या बात करेगा? ब्रह्मन के बारे में बहुत बात करने के लिए है नहीं. And therefore they say, empty vessels make more noise. But the vessel is full, there is no noise. Supposing you have a pot, in the pot you keep some little water and shake, so it will make more noise. If the pot is totally full and you shake, it won't have noise. So emptiness tries to talk a lot. But when he is full, then what will he talk? What to talk about? What to talk about? This is the third meaning. See the sequence. क्या बोलना, किसके बारे में? You cannot talk about Atma, keep quiet. This will become Ravan Maharshi. This will become Anand Mahima. तो कई लोग तो बात ही नहीं करते, बोले आत्मा के बारे में क्या बात करना. It cannot be grasped by the words. हम पूरे भरे हैं अपने आप से. इसलिए if you are very very quiet someday, you don't want to interact and converse. If you are very quiet or you are very meditative or you have done a good job or you just want to remain in your room. This is the one more meaning which is the most important meaning is there. Please note, it does not mean that he doesn't talk anything other than the self. It will be snobbish. बोले आत्मा के अलावा कुछ बात नहीं करते, ऐसा नहीं होता. Then what happens then? Any topic is Atma, any talk is Atma. So other than his mind doesn't go to the Atma while talking also. This is the main meaning here. Vijanan vidvan bhavati nativadi. He is talking about supposing tree. So he knows that the tree itself is Atma. So he is not transgressing Atma while talking. This is the main meaning. While talking or thinking, his attention is there that this is also Atma. This is the... Supposing, otherwise the person will not talk. Then Jnani will not talk about season, how is the climate going on. How is the... Gurudev used to watch tennis matches. If you go to Siddhubadi, a lot of CDs, cassettes are there. Cassettes. And we awake and watch. Around night also because he was very fond of tennis. He himself was a tennis player. I went to Lucknow, so they showed me the university where he studied. He did law from Lucknow University. So, he used to watch. And he used to comment on very good shot, very good shot. Or he will talk on politics also if required. He was a very keen political observer. Comment openly. Openly used to comment in the public that this government is not doing anything, this whatever is there. वो तो बात करते थे about the lawn, about the flowers, about the trees, about the education system. तो ज्ञानी तो बहुत सी बात करेगा, ऐसा तो नहीं कि आत्मा के अलावा बात नहीं करेगा. Swami Abhedananda used to learn French. When he was 39-40, he was learning French. कोई भी करेगा वो उसमें क्या. तो ज्ञानी क्या कुछ बात नहीं करेगा, खेलेगा नहीं. He will play also. Bhagwan Ram, was he not administering? Bhagwan Krishna, was he not in politics? Who can be bigger politician than him? He was the biggest politician of his time and for all the times. But when he was talking about politics, his mind was not transgressing that this is other than Atma. Please get this point only. Nothing is other than Atma. So to say that he does not talk anything other than Atma, it is good for a seeker. That don't talk anything other than God because you are weak, you are not matured to talk on all the topics. Personally, I prefer the seeker should not talk on taking God out or Atma out. Don't talk on any topics too much. Because your mind is very fragile, it will be carried away. But for the Jnani, it is not compulsory that he will talk on 100 topics. I hope this point is clear. And therefore Bhashkar writes, Yastu evam sakshad atmanam pranasya pranam vidvan ativadi sana bhavati tyartha. तो विजानन विद्वान तम विजानन विद्वान अतिवादी न भवति. So now the first meaning, that he is not insistent. It's not great. Second meaning is there, that he doesn't cut somebody while talking. That is also. Third meaning is better, that he is full, so he doesn't talk only. Third meaning is still better. He is so full, he is not having a pressure to talk. He will talk out of the compassion, not out of inner pressure. Worldly person talks out of rag, dvesh, itna bhara hai uske andar, gussa bhara hai. He has so much anger, he has so much of attachment, or he has so much of plans. He is talking out of incompleteness. But as Vijanan Vidwan is talking out of completeness and out of compassion, not out of incompleteness and out of some pressure, I mean. And this third and fourth meaning is more relevant and more. And fourth meaning is, while talking on any topic, he knows that this is all Atma only. अच्छा है ना ये श्लोक मंत्र. So Vijanan Vidwan na bhavati nati vati. And for seekers, what I propose, that seeker should not talk anything other than God or Atma, because they are immature. They will be carried away. They should not get involved at too many places. They should be focused and conserve their energy. Therefore, they are taken away from the houses. Why? Because house is such a place, it will attract a lot of attention. If you go to your houses, you see how many new things come up. As long as you are here, you don't know anything. New thing come up. Then you go, you will feel unnecessarily I came. Unnecessarily. When the ashram, you feel unnecessarily I am here. Then you go. Then you go there, then you feel unnecessarily I came. Kyun? Let me come back. So Bhagwan ji came back. There is no place like ashram. If the ashram has satsang going on, and if there is a mind, height is so high, and it is like sublime and ridicule. Here nobody disturbs, you can revel, you have temple, you have arti, you have puja, you have contemplation, you have satsang, quietness is there, no food to make, nothing. For seekers, he should not be talking on all the topics. Because problem will be, he will forget the self and Bhagwan and he'll get carried away. So this is the, one line is over. Second line. Atma Kridaha. Dekho kitna acha shabd hai. Krida is, there are two words used. One is Rati, other is Krida. What is the meaning of Rati and Krida? See how much they work hard. Rati is something on inside. Rati is inside. And Krida is on something outside. You are playing with the child, you are playing with the ball. Something external than you are reveling in it. That is called Krida, Khel. Khel is there. You are playing with the dog, you are a cat, or you are playing with the video game is there nowadays. Children, every child has a video game. Like that it goes. Something like that. I don't know all these things. But I went to airport, there also there is a car there. They sit on there. It is kind of video game, I think. Car is there. Something is there. It's very addictive. It's very, very addictive. You can be totally addicted of that video game. So, it is Krida. Then what is Rati? Dhyan dena. Ratistu sadhan nirapeksha bahya vishay preeti. I love somebody, I'm thinking, oh, so nice person, he's so wild. I tell you, he's a gem of a person. The way he gave the ice cream, oh, it was too cool. So, when you think about something, object is not there, but still you revel inside. Bahya ratistu sadhan nirapeksha bahya vishay preeti matram. Understood, no? अरे क्या खाना खिलाया था उन्होंने, वाह, what a food was there. Everybody was licking their fingers. इतना अच्छा खाना बना था. Such nice स्वागत, इतनी स्वागत हुआ, इतना स्वागत हुआ. Everybody welcomed me so much. Oh, that person is not there, no food is there. But internally he is just ruminating over it. This is called ratihi. I'll meet him and I'll meet that person. मिलेंगे ऐसा बढ़िया वो होगा. Oh, thing is not there. Supposing somebody is getting married, an earlier days marriage, they didn't know closely, they didn't know the boy and girl each other. Just they saw somewhere in the temple they'll meet with, as I told yesterday. So, and and then met, and now the boy is thinking, when I meet her, so what is there? Girl is thinking, मिलेंगे उससे, उसके साथ रहेंगे, उसके साथ यहाँ जाएंगे. I'll go to that place for honeymoon, and the ticket is booked. Earlier days honeymoon etc. was not there too much. All these things, foolish things, came later on. So you went for honeymoon, huh? Bhagwanji? No. I tell you. So these things are there. So when the person is marrying, then he sees a present. It's called reveling. Or supposing, let me give a better example. You want to see Gurudev and you have not seen. You are going to meet him. Or supposing I have gone out for 2 months and I am coming on that day. So you think today Swamiji is coming. Let us go. Who? How many cars are going for this question? Who is going with whom? Who is going with whom? The Stanley's car is already full. Let us go to Mannabai then. Let us see Prithviraj. Who is going now? Call Abhijit now, let us find out who is going. So, when I meet, what will I say? Will take mala or not? What is there? Will take photograph. This is there. Food is ready or not? On the way, whose car is sitting? We'll give some snacks to him. And we will meet him. इसको बोलते हैं रति. When the object is not outside, but internally you think about it, that is called rati. I hope this is clear. Hey, bhai, it's very, very clear. Please go ahead. So, Atma Krida, Atma Rati. अगला शब्द देखो. आत्म क्रीडा means he does not go out to get the joy. He is inside only. He is reveling. His krida is in self. आत्मनि एव च क्रीडा क्रीडनम यस्य. अपने से ही खेलता है. That means his attention is not on the outside world to get joy. This simple meaning is this. And Atmarati means when he thinks about himself and he is getting joy. He does not have to think about some object in the mind to get joy. He thinks about the self and he gets joy. These two words I hope you understood. To get any joy, Atma Krida means he doesn't Indriya and Manas Nirapeksha Rati is there. If you have to go and play with something, you need sense organs, you need mind. But he does not need mind and sense organ. Number 1 point, Atma Krida. Atma Rati means a person has to think about some outside object, but he needs to think about the self and he will get the joy. These two words are, I hope it is clear. One is Indriya Nirapeksh, Sharir Nirapeksh, and Vritti Nirapeksh. And second is, if at all he has to think, he will think of the self and he will get joy. This is Atma Kridaha, Atma Ratihi. अगला शब्द क्रियावान. क्रियावान Ab kriyavan doesn't mean he's full of action. Action. Vatu pratyay means is for matu. Action is not possible because he doesn't have to worship. And here, some dualist come. He said, see, he's having knowledge also and he's having action also. So action and knowledge both can go together. And Shankaracharya gives them left and right. He said, Nahi baya kriyavan atmartisya bhavitum shaktaha kaschit baya kriya vinivrittaha atmakrido bhavati. Baya kriya atma kridayoho virodhat. He said, a person cannot be going outside and revel in the self also. When he is already reveling in the self, why will he go and act outside? Supposing you are getting all joy in the ashram, why will you go out for some joy? Well, I am already fulfilled here. Why should I go anywhere else? So Atma Krida and Bhaya Karma will be not, they are not on the same thing. And therefore, Bhashyakar writes, you have to know all these things. He said here, Kriya is Gyan, Dhyan, Vairagyadi Kriya. His action is like meditation, bhakti, knowledge, study, anything which expresses his inner satisfaction or knowledge or fulfillment, that is called Kriyavan. It is not some other Kriya, he is doing some other project he is taken. He is not doing some karma kand, etc. I hope this is fine. Atmaratihi, Atmakrida, Atmarati, Kriyavan. Last. Esha Brahma Vidam Varishtaha. Among all the knowers of Brahman, he is the senior most. Achha, wahan bhi senior junior hai. Here does not mean knower of Brahman. Here Brahmavid, Brahma has the meaning of Ved. Among the people who know Ved and Karma Kand, etc., one who is knower of self is the exalted one. Many people know Vedas, so some are Karma Kandi, some are Upasaks. Some are knowing the Vedas for the purpose of going to Swarg. Some are knowing the Vedas for the knowing of chanting. Some are knowing the Vedas only for the purpose of doing some kind of other rituals. Among all the people who are knowing the Vedas, the one who knows the essence of the self, he is the exalted. Varishta means best or exalted one. This is the meaning of this mantra. I hope this point is clear. This completes this. Little technical points are grammatical. I am not going into those details. So see the whole verse. Prano yesha sarva bhutair vibhate vijanan vidwan bhavate nativadi atma krida atmarati kriyavan esha brahma vidam varishtaha. So here atmarati Sanskrit students, that is atmani rati yasya saha atmaratihi. Whose reveling is in the self. Atmarati. So, Atmarati, the name of the Vidwan. Yastu Atmarati Revasyat. Atmani cha santushta. Same thing is there. See how Bhagavan has put the Gita words from Upanishads here and there. And many verses are from Mundaka. Actually, Kathopanishad is there. Acha, so this completes this mantra. Now I am coming to next month, but my time is over. Let us read it and we'll see. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow we can't have the class. Evening class will be there, Gita class. But morning we have to go there. So, morning will be there. Let us see when now. Question mark. Question mark. Don't forget where we are. Please. Satyena labhyas tapasa yesha atma samyak jnanena brahmacharena nityam अंतःशरीरे ज्योतिर्मयो हि शुभ्रः यं पश्यन्ति यतयः क्षीणदोषाः. We will see it later on. Time is over. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari सर्वेश्वरामा पाहि प्रभु